Austrian Bowl 36 here in Innsbruck, Tirol. So it's always a great honor, especially in an Austrian Bowl where you've went through so much adversity this season. The Raiders were injury prone. They had a lot of guys they had to forfeit in crucial games. If you're the Vikings, you're traveling to Tirol to get home with a W. So we're gonna be curious on the Vikings Kampfmannschaft #1 team here showing up here in Tivoli Stadium.
And the way he's lining up, it looks as if he... okay.
He's got a leg, and he's going to 21, who's returning the kick, and there is a lane open, and he's got speed. He's gonna continue to run right across midfield, and still going. Shoestring tackle out of bounds by number 32, Louis Howard. 21, Devion Washington in motion out of the running back position. Quick pass by Sean Shelton, caught by number 87, Lucas Fink, also lined up as a receiver. And Sean Shelton deciding to run it himself, but is stuffed and stopped shy of the first down by a combined effort on the Vikings defense. Number 40, Lucky Okbevon, was a huge factor in that stop. 4th down and another 1.5 yards to go.
Arguably, this was a face mask early on after he got going. They keep the offense on the field.
And Sean Shelton bringing in Devion Washington
as
a running back, and they're gonna go speed option and use again the speed of Devion Washington. But the Vikings defense was alert and ready to answer the bell. Vikings offense now with Easton Salem in at quarterback, and Vegan cutting up midfield and finding a crease and already making a huge gain of about 15 yards on that first play to their routine. And now they bring in number 12 in motion, and Easton Salem again just flinging it out to Florian Vegan, who has a couple of lead blockers and marches it close to the first down again. Again, 3-by-1 lineup, this time Vegan in the backfield and speed option again for the Vikings. They bring him outside of the box and let him work his magic, and he does what he's expected for. Gets another first down. The Vikings move the chains into Raider territory. They're now on the Raiders 37. 3-by-1 lineup again for the Vikings, and they run it again. This time it's Easton Salem who's gonna get tackled for a no gainer or a short loss by the Raiders.
But they also want to stay on the field with their offense. Apparently they don't trust their kicker enough to kick a 52-yard field goal, which I understand.
Create momentum early on. Easton Salem dropping back and now stepping up and overshooting anybody. So it's another turnover. It's not a 3-and-out that occurred twice. It's a 4-and-out this time for the Raiders and for the Vikings. As running back flying out on his motion, stretching the field, and Marco Schneider going deep, creating misdirection for Lucas Fink to step in underneath and hauling in the grab for another first down.
Great catch, very important first down.
Empty backfield for the Raiders. Sean Shelton running out left and cutting it upfield. And number 99 for the Vikings, Marvin Wappel, found himself in the right spot.
And Lucas Hasselmanter,
meanwhile, kick
it's no good
by Arno Schwarz, missed it wide left. Back to business here in Innsbruck. It's 3-by-1 lineup for the Vikings offense. Bad snap, and the Raiders defense is there, and the ball is still on the loose. And there's a lot of showing, but there were more white jerseys around that ball. And number 1, Ruben Saber, brings in that ball for the Raiders. Covered by number 1, Ruben Saber.
Well, it was again a bad snap. This brings up memories, right? From last game and even the game they played in the CEFL. I think Saber recovered the fumble, if I'm not mistaken. This should energize the offense right now. They're in great position.
So we see 2-by-2 lineup by the Raiders. Devion in motion, 25 flying out wide, getting the ball on his first appearance on the field and being wrestled out of bounds by 49. We're gonna find out after that play. Raiders in a heavy run lineup. Tobias Bonatti giving it up to
Beautiful.
Marco Schneider on the reverse, and he tosses a lob to Sean Shelton. 6 points, SWARCO Raiders in the first quarter in Austrian Bowl 36. Being really focused on the ball, catching it at the highest point.
Well, the last time when they had to play a trick play in the CFL semifinals, it was the end round and then reverse. Now they had the reverse pass, which of course was something that the Vikings didn't expect this time. And it's always great to see that in the final if the coaches are gutsy.
By one lineup and Winston-Salem sprinting out and cutting it back, and now you see the speed we've talked about. But the Raiders, they know it, they are prepared for it. So we got 3rd and 8 for the Vikings. Winston-Salem dropping back to pass, scrambling around, and then just throwing it deep, airing it out. And it's another drop by the Vikings. And we see the punt unit for the Vikings for the first time. Back at returner, it's Patrick Pilger, and snap problems again, and fumble, ball is loose, and the Raiders recover it on the Vikings 2-yard line. Number 4, Marco Schneider, also making plays on defense. Special teams, there it is.
Special teamers to get them in this
toss
position.
To number 1, Ruben Seber, who's deciding to cut it all the way back and marches in almost untouched. Statement play by the Raiders. They won the battle of the trenches here on that goal line play. And we're gonna come back to our roll call since we have a lot of international viewers today. It's also Tianan Rogan from Belfast, Ireland, or Doug Robinson from the Netherlands. There's a guy watching from Innsbruck. Come on, you could have been in the stadium right now to witness that. What better reason do you need? So it's again bad snap, and the Raiders defense is swarming and taking down Winston-Salem for a loss of 20-25 yards here.
But this was not a good ball.
And again we see the Raiders punt return unit. This time a better snap, and
it's going to be a penalty. That's the stupid things that we discussed. It's going to be.
You're gonna gift the Vikings another first down here on that roughing in the kicker. Offensive dominancy. And again, bad snap, and it's the Raiders defense in the backfield right now for the majority of the plays, it appears, because
continue play.
3rd and long situation. Vikings motion to 3-by-1 setup, and again it's a lot of pressure for Winston-Salem and the Raiders defense. They are here to play some football.
Of course, it would help if you have a good run game.
And Sean Shelton again dropping back to pass, stepping it up and trying to force it over the middle, and body catch by Marco Schneider. It's not all bad because you need to rely on your things you learned, and Sean Shelton just throwing it out deep to Adrian Platzkummer, who's not impressed with the rain, securing the catch and walking in the end zone after that spectacular throw. We talk about the rain, we talk about the adversity and the tough situations you put the players in if they have to catch it, and Adrian Platzkummer just wasn't impressed at all. Mid-second quarter, and we see the replay again. Sean Shelton taking his time, and
it was great protection. Unfortunately, we didn't see the route. I think maybe he did some kind of double move. Did you see it? I don't know.
It was an out and up.
An out and up, very good. Number 27 had no business in this game, in this play.
Maurice Wappel trying to create some misdirection, and underneath tunnel screen to number 5 Mitchell Page, who has a lot of room in front of him, and finally steps out well after 25 yards gained in Raider territory. And now on that 3rd and long situation, empty backfield again, Winston-Salem throwing it quick to number 19, who couldn't hold on to the ball on that quick slant route, awaiting the punt. And the Raiders, they look like they're gonna try and block it again, but no, they don't, and the punt is caught by Patrick Pilger, who's electing to return it and making a couple of guys miss, and still on his feet. He's running and running, and finally getting chased down by number 27 after one of those yes plays. It looked like a boo-boo, but it turned out like a big play. 86 Fink, who walked in tight and now crosses all over the field.
There you
And
go.
again, Marco Schneider. Well, we see him back on the field in motion. Number 21, Devion Washington. Sean Shelton dropping back to pass, looking in that direction and looking for Marco Schneider on that long pass, and he catches. No! He drops it on a great defensive play. Motion it out to empty backfield again. Sean Shelton rolling it out and just lobbing it to Lucas Fink, who is by himself. Touchdown Raiders! And it's kind of looking like a shootout so far. Sean Shelton scrambling it, giving last minute direction to Lucas Fink, who just beat the coverage bad. There was a lot of miscommunication, misunderstanding going on in the Vikings.
That was some busted coverage. This was not planned. Somebody missed his assignment. I don't know who it was. Maybe it was 32 expecting someone being behind him. There has been no flow. So maybe this might change. Now there was clearly some miscommunication.
Yeah,
Wurde expected Schwamm to turn it up.
again, now this time looking over to Mitchell Page, who grabs it for a first down.
That was
And
not unfair. Or
it's
something.
the 5th pass in a row, again connecting with Mitchell Page, who tries to
Don't
make
do that,
moves,
don't do
but
that.
so guys, sorry to
Creating a
interrupt
push.
you, Andreas.
Again?
The
Okay.
clock was ticking down. We're walking into the halftime.
Yeah.
So Nico Ruda, empty backfield passing, and Manuel Jovic using all of his 180, 185 meters, or maybe even 190 to swat that ball away on that intended screen pass. Sean Shelton motioning Lucas Hasselwanter out left, running the speed option,
There
and
you
he
go
flicks it
now.
out, and he has some room. And he gets close to the first down marker. I think it's going to be a 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 situation for the Raiders. And Sean Shelton dropping back to pass. Great protection by the line. And Marco
There
Schneider
you
being
go.
alone all in the middle. And Lucky Okwebon making his way from the box. Have a lot of movement going on. And twisting up front. And Sean Shelton stepping up, not really finding anybody, not really looking for anybody.
Vice versa. So they have to kind of communicate on the sideline and see, hey, okay, when I see this coverage, I want you to really run.
And Ruda again trying to pass the ball. Mitchell Page, this time the intended target. But Devion Washington having the upper hand in that battle here in the second half, denying Mitchell Page the catch.
It was actually great defense this time. It was just a great play
And
by
now
him.
on 3rd and long, Ruda dropping back, trying to find somebody open, and finally throwing it over the middle late. And the Raiders, number 29, Nitzelnader Christoph, making also a statement. Bastian Schaar as a tight end, Sean Shelton back as running back, handing it off to Hasselwanter, who's weaving his way and almost breaking a tackle.
Between the trenches, between the tackles.
3rd and short, Sean Shelton trying to run it himself on that heavy formation, and out of our perspective, it looks like he reached the first down marker on the play, but again lost his helmet. But we're going to see it in the replay.
And this is another example of how you run angry.
Maybe again over the middle, Sean Shelton running it himself and
There you
outrunning
go.
everybody. And
There you
he's still
go.
going, breaking tackles down the field, marching into Vikings territory on a persuasive run here by Sean Shelton, showing that the Raiders can move it on the ground as well.
Great decision by him, cutting it back. Lucky who filled this gap play side. He did not reach him anymore. And after that, it was just it was like a speed train.
Up Adrian Platzkummer being the lone receiver on the left side, running his out, and again making a contestant catch against number 27. Great ball placement by Sean Shelton this time.
An option for the Raiders, so they were well prepared this time.
Snug set by the Raiders. Sean Shelton
There
not
you
really
go.
hesitating long, just deciding to run it himself. Getting
Short.
close to the goal line, stopped short, losing the ball, creating a little confusion, but the runner was down before he lost the ball, as the replay is probably going to show right now.
All right, I love the fact that he cuts it up. Ooh, that was awfully close. So it's, I guess it's a full yard now. You see him.
Heavy
on the
lineup
center.
for the Raiders, and this time
Yes, that should do it.
he punches it in. Quarterback sneak, Shelton, adding another 6 points to the Raiders scoring, because 35-0 in 7 minutes is close to impossible. And motion by number 12, Ruda dropping back to pass. No, and he is throwing it over the middle and just a little too short, but there's a couple of flags on the field. Defensive pass
16,
interference.
Whether they want to rethink this decision again, if you have to start a 20-year-old quarterback in the Austrian Bowl to move the ball a little bit.
Well, the penalty brought them back. It's 1st and 25. Ruda throwing it, catch by Eastham Salem, the just mentioned quarterback in as a receiver. Bunch on the right side. Nico Ruda dropping back to pass. And finally, the Vikings are punching in on the scoreboard. It's Daniel Schwamm who's making, now we see a 3rd and long situation for the Raiders. Leo Koba trying to throw it and getting picked off by number 23, who is fast but breaks also a tackle here. Leo Koba trying to make the save, but can avoid the pick 6 here for the Vikings.
So it's over now.
Yes, it is. Guys, we're gonna let you enjoy the pictures of the celebration here in Innsbruck Tivoli Stadium. Shelton having a stellar career day. Not a lot of incompletions. At the end, it's 88 rushing yards.
Solid.
And 16 first downs for the Raiders.